This video is brought to you by Grandeur Warranty, your #1 online source for factory-backed extended warranties in the country.
Roman, we bought the wrong truck.
You mean we should have bought this new Super Duty poverty spec truck, Andre? Poverty spec? Look at this key.
Yes, we should have. And in this video, I'm going to convince you that we made the wrong decision.
Well, that's going to be hard to do because I love our Tremor.
All right, Roman, well, let me introduce this truck. This is a 2025 Ford F-250 XL, but it's a crew cab, FX4 off-road package, 4x4, and it's got a gasoline V8. And you won't believe how much this new truck costs.
Well, ours cost 68, but we got it for 63. I'm guessing this is more. You laugh.
Sorry. This MSRP is $57,000. So it's over, what, $11,000 less than the sticker on that Tremor.
And basically the cost of a Ranger Raptor.
Exactly, but it's so capable. Let me show you. Roman, the most important thing I think is the engine. Can you pop the hood, please?
I will pop the hood. Show me what's underneath it.
But before I show you the engine, Roman, look at the size of this Ford badge. It's like two of my hands, way bigger than that F-150.
Yeah, you're paying less to advertise more, Andre.
Well, it's a big badge. But underneath the hood is a big engine, Roman. This is the smallest gas V8 you can get, 6.8 liters and 405 horsepower.
Wait, hold on. You got 6.8 liters
Yes.
versus the Coyote 5 liter, which produces 400 horsepower. So this has only 5 horsepower more from 6.8. Where did all the rest of that displacement go?
It goes into torque, and this is a working vehicle, right? 445 pound-feet of torque.
Compared to,
410.
all right, but this weighs a lot more, I'm guessing.
Okay, so this truck, because it is a heavy duty,
Yeah.
different frame, it's longer, it's bigger, it weighs about 6,600 pounds,
And the Tremor?
5,500 pounds.
Wait, so 5 horsepower more,
Yeah.
but 1,100 pounds more.
But really, that doesn't matter because it's not about 0 to 60 times, Roman. It's about payload and towing.
No. It's about ease of driving and fun of off-roading, and all that extra weight makes it just a big old boat, Andre. Big old boat.
Well, let me show you the numbers about payload and towing. All you need to do is check the stickers, right? There is a gross vehicle weight rating and payload. This truck has more than double of payload capacity of that F-150 Tremor. Game over. That means you can do more work with this truck.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you. This has the bigger sticker.
Okay, also bigger bed. Look at this. This is 6 3/4 foot bed, not like a 5.5 footer you have over there. And 14,000 pounds of towing versus 10,000 over there.
Yeah, that's because you got these cute little baby wheels, Andre. Look at them. Look how cute the wheels and the tires are. Oh, they're so cute.
Actually, I'll give you that, Roman. These tires are tiny, even though this is an FX4 package. The first thing, if we bought this truck,
Yeah.
the first thing I would do is take it to a tire store.
Let me show you this too, huh? Where is your gold paint? Look, no gold paint, just chrome and black. Look at this lovely gold paint we have here. Where, Andre, pray tell, are your fake hood vents?
It's all extraneous stuff. You don't need any of that.
Where, Andre, look at this. This is how you can tell this is a quality truck. Let me go into the hood here and pop it.
Quality truck?
Yeah, it's a quality truck versus a cost-cutting truck.
What?
Pop it, would you?
What?
Look at that. I've got real noise cancellation.
Oh.
All you've got is paint.
Okay, well, I don't think any of that matters. Let me show you inside.
Oh, cute, Andre. Look
What?
at this.
What?
Look at that little baby screen. Look at those old-fashioned speedometer and tachometer.
Yeah. Why is it bad, Roman?
Because-
look, I'm putting my key in. I'm gonna start the engine. That big 6.8 comes to life,
Yeah, minus a dual exhaust.
roars to
It doesn't
life.
roar at all. There's no roar. There's just a pitter-patter of 6.8 liters of 405 displacement.
So, yes, it's a small screen, but look at this. I have Apple CarPlay wireless, so I still have a decent amount of tech. Plus, I could store things. I can put my phone here. I can put something here.
Yeah,
Also,
the Tremor has all that.
this is a 6-person cab. I can put, in a pinch, a 6th person can sit in here.
I do like the fact that they even have a little cubby hole for the middle seat. But where are the electric seats, dude? Look at this. I mean, this is so rinky-dink.
It's okay. It's cloth seats.
It looks like it's going to break any second.
It's cloth seats.
Yes, of course.
I mean, they've had these seats for generations.
You do have the auxiliary switch.
Yeah, so this was an option.
Which is very interesting.
So this truck is not bare bones. I mean, it looks bare bones. I mean, and it does have basic plastics, but it has several different packages. This is one. Has a snowplow prep package, dual batteries, dual alternators. It's got a rear locking differential, my friend.
I am impressed with all the stuff that you get. What I'm not impressed with, Andre, and the thing that I could not abide is this plastic steering wheel. Remember when we had our Godzilla?
Yes.
I had to change out the plastic steering wheel because that's a thing you touch and hold, and it just feels like you're touching and holding a very inexpensive piece of plastic.
Yeah, but when you're working...
Rubber or plastic? What is it?
It's probably plastic.
Yeah.
But dude, when you're working and plowing the fields, your hands are dirty. Why have a fancy steering wheel? You just grab onto the plastic one and keep driving.
Well, shall we take it for a ride and see what it drives like?
Yes.
All right, let me put my seatbelt on. You may be asking yourself, why do I need an extended warranty on a brand new truck? Well, the reason for that comes down to 3 words: peace of mind. Our friends at Grainger offer you peace of mind. You can get an extended warranty with factory-backed technicians on either of these new trucks. And so when the OEM warranty is expired and your transmission blows or your engine goes out, you are fully covered. Check out Grainger by clicking on the link below. Have you noticed just how heavy that steering is?
Yeah, I mean, it's got a solid front axle, my friend.
Yes, and you know what that means.
What?
It's got a solid front axle ride.
But still, I mean, it has a lot of payload. It has almost, 3,400 pounds of payload.
So look, the Tremor says, I am a young, active lifestyle, very potent truck driver.
Okay.
Yeah, this says I'm going to go cut someone's lawn.
Well, yeah, it does have a white exterior. You're not wrong there.
That is not how you find happiness in life, Andre.
But what if you already found happiness? And this video would not be possible without our friends at Brighton Ford, Colorado. They have a humongous selection of brand new trucks and also used ones like this one, actually.
Look, I love heavy-duty trucks. And I'm, of course, joking about, a work truck versus off-road expensive trucks. But the fact is, there are compromises when you're into a heavy-duty, Ford calls it Super Duty truck. One of the biggest ones is this crappy ride. I mean, you need to put 10,000 pounds in the back to get it to just kind of smooth out.
But dude, that's the whole thing. I mean, yes, I know sometimes pickup trucks are status symbols, right? There's a little bit, confidence boost, because you're sitting higher in the truck. But for me, personally speaking, a truck is also about practicality, and ultimately, right?
It's the biggest tool in your toolbox.
Yeah, and I do want that extra payload. When you have all your camping gear and that, boat trailer behind you, and you want to have all of that capability built into your vehicle.
But let's say you're a young man and you're not married and you're still out there trying to find that perfect partner.
Yeah.
Was your wife impressed because you had a bigger screwdriver, or was she impressed because you had a bigger brain?
I think our camera person is laughing a little bit.
I guess the bigger screwdriver did convince her. Rav says, the truck is the biggest tool in your toolbox, and yes. I've always repeated that.
Yes.
But at some point, it becomes very harsh and very uncomfortable and very hard to live with. Can you imagine even parking this at the local school when you're picking up your kids, right? This is a work truck, and it says you're a working guy, which is fine. Nothing wrong with working guys, but, I'd rather have comfort and luxury and off-roadiness than utility.
Roman, think of this truck as a blank canvas, okay?
Yeah, it's white. Think of it as a refrigerator.
No, blank canvas, where you could, trucks are some of the most accessorized vehicles, right? You could change the front grille. You can put bigger tires on this, put, different wheels. You could actually dress up this truck. You could put additional lights. Look, you have switches. You could do a winch for this truck.
How much does a Tremor tow?
Oh, 9,900 pounds, about 10,000.
How much does this tow?
14,000.
I mean, for most people, isn't 10,000 pounds enough? Do you really need to tow the skid steer?
No,
to your cabin in the woods?
I'm going to accelerate a little bit here.
Go accelerate.
Wow, it revs pretty quickly, actually.
Yeah, it's okay. I would be in the camp of getting the Super Duty with the diesel, Andre. If you're gonna go heavy duty, just spend the extra $12,000, right?
Okay, it's
And
between
get
like 11 and 13 now.
Yeah, and get the diesel.
I don't know. I would get a diesel if you're pulling a heavy trailer almost daily or weekly, right? It'll be more efficient. It will last longer.
Have you seen all those bro trucks?
Yes.
How many of them don't have a diesel? They're all excellent, massive exhaust.
I'm confident in my manhood, Roman. I don't need a giant exhaust pipe.
You're confident in the size of your screwdriver, huh?
I don't need a giant exhaust pipe, spewing diesel, because it does cost more money. Now for 2026, a high output diesel, which we all love, of course, right, is $13,500. I mean, it's a lot of money.
It's not about what you need, it's about what you want in life. And that's why the Tremor and the Raptor are so popular, because it's what people, they may never go off-road, right? They may never use its full towing capability, but it says something about them and it makes them happy. The problem with a fleet truck, which is what this is, let's face it, this is a fleet truck,
yes,
right? The problem with the fleet truck is it says that, I bought this truck because I had to buy it, not because I wanted to buy it.
Okay, that's perception, I guess.
Yeah.
Perception.
And most people, even though it does have more towing, 14,000 pounds, even though it does have more payload, most people won't use it because this is going to be a truck that's going to, get used by a utility company or by the local plumber. And do you really want to have the same truck that the utility company drives?
Well, it won't be, it won't have these tiny wheels after I'm done with it.
Okay. Well, you tried that once. Did that work out? You did that with your
with my F-150 hybrid.
Yeah, you bought the base truck.
I did a leveling kit with it, and I put like slightly larger tires. It changed the look of the truck, but it was blue.
Yeah, but it was always the base truck. I mean, you couldn't get past the fact that it was the base truck. I'm not saying it's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everybody can afford to spend $68,000, but I think I understand why people reach for those kind of trucks, because they want it to be fun and they want it to say something about them that's more than I just drive, a fleet truck. Even though I agree with you, Andre, this truck is certainly,
See, it goes.
it's certainly a lot of value for your money.
I think you're getting a lot of metal and aluminum for your dollar,
Right.
with this truck.
So yeah, by weight, this is definitely a bargain.
But may I remind you, Roman, that you talked about, attracting the opposite sex as well.
I was gonna
Women are practical. They love saving money. So potentially, that would be also very sexy.
I was just over at Monterey Car Week,
Yes,
Pebble
yes,
Beach.
yes.
No women were out there staring at fleet trucks. They were all looking at Bugattis and Ferraris and Lamborghinis, Andrea, which are the most impractical vehicles you could buy.
Those are the wrong women.
Those are the wrong women.
wrong.
Look, here's my bottom line. I'm joking about, a lot of things I'm saying. I'm kind of saying it tongue in cheek, but in real life, these trucks offer a hell of a lot of value, but there's a huge compromise, right?
Ride is one.
They ride. Parking is bad. We don't even know the fuel economy on this, but I'm sure it's not grand.
It's not rated, right, by the government.
Those mirrors stick out so far, you're going to take out this runner if you're not careful.
But you have visibility for towing trailers.
Right, but you're not towing trailers most of the time, but you are, driving down little roads. So there's a lot of compromises you have to make when you get into a heavy-duty truck. And if you live in Texas, it's all good, because I think the parking lots are built for these big trucks. But if you live in lots of places where, big trucks aren't the standard, it's a compromise. Andre, you are completely right. You get a lot more truck for a lot less money.
Yes.
With the Super Duty. But like Jen, who's behind the camera, pointed out, in a minivan, you get a lot more utility than a car, and yet everybody's buying SUVs, which cost more and certainly don't have sliding doors. So I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's that?
It's your money. Which one do you buy?
Well, this all day long. And here's why. Because let's say they both cost sticker price. right? This is about 11 grand less. If I bought this and I had a little bit of money left over, I can actually customize it to my liking and be happy every day.
Even when you're parking it at the local schoolyard.
Heck yeah, of course.
Picking up your kids.
Of course.
All right. Well, there you have it. You know what Andre's next truck is? It's a refrigerator white Super Duty.
No, actually, I like color. You know me.
Can you even get these in other colors?
Yes.
Really? Black?
So, red.
Okay.
I
Good
would
luck.
get this in red. But, Roman, I have a little bit bad news.
What's that?
So this is a 2025.
Yeah.
For 2026, we have the pricing that just came out. And it's mostly the same, except the destination charge went up by $100. And the option for option came up altogether for this truck about $250. So year for year, the 2026 model is about $300 to $350 more.
That's not bad, actually. That's a lot less than I thought.
It's a small increase, but still an increase.
Yeah, you drive this back, I'll take the Tremor. See you guys later. Ciao.